Great. And I want to thank you all for coming on tonight, taking time out of your busy day from your family time, always to that good old stuff, your personal time, to come on the show. I want to thank the New Haven Police Department for having you come on tonight. And, we want to talk about our community. Now, we need to resurrect some of the things that's been going on, a.k.a. 13-year-old young lady shot in the crowd. Kids were videotaping this and everything else. You got robberies going on. You got kids on bikes, shooting people. You had a couple of years ago, 11 or 12-year-old had a 22 in a holster riding down the street. You got these gangs. You got robberies going on. From kids now, from doggone near 12 years old on up. Back in the day when I was coming up, that we didn't hear about those things. I'm 44 years old. And back in the day, we didn't have any young kids. I was too scared to do stuff like that. We was too scared of the police department. We were too scared of parents and neighbors, to whoop our butts or something like that, or tell our moms or tell our pops. But now, these kids, I would say, are buck wild. I don't know why, but we're going to talk about that tonight. All right? Now, Democrats for the Future. Can you just enlighten me a little bit, enlighten the community a little bit on just exactly what that is?
Democrats for the Future is a group of people from the community of New Haven who have decided that there's not a lot of knowledge in the community about politics and social issues. So we get together, we discuss it, we bring in some of the elected officials to educate us, and then we go out into the community and spread that message. So one of the ways that we're attacking some of the things that are going on is by, raising awareness in terms of politics, but also personally and with Democrats for the Future, one of the things I want to do is start to talk directly to the children who, we haven't been talking to. And I think that's part of the reason why we have these problems, because we're talking at these children instead of talking with these children and having them give us some of the solution.
Excellent, excellent. Al, you're the gentleman I was speaking about that, came to the office and was really passionate about me facilitating this type of a show. And I said, the only reason why I'm going to have, only way I can have the show if you were coming on the show, and thank you very much for coming on. What just is your passion with this? I mean, when you came to me, you were really, really amped, man. I mean, talk to us.
I attended a rally that was here in New Haven not too long ago. Gary and I attended this rally, and we both were somewhat dismayed at the fact that those who needed to hear this message weren't there to hear it. There were politicians there and there were clergy people there, but the kids who needed to hear that message were way down the other end of the street. So Gary and I approached these young men who were standing out there, and we started to dialogue with them. And one of the things that struck me was that they feel like we're constantly being harassed and yelled at, and now they're using a microphone to do this. So in talking to them, we felt that we needed to really find out what was going on with these young men. And they are definitely wanting to talk about what's happening to them, but they have no one to go to. They feel like the police won't listen to them. They feel as though the police are constantly harassing them. Some of these gentlemen have jobs. They get harassed because of the clothing that they wear. Hanging out on their own porch, this is their home. They feel like, the police tell them to move on, and I'm not saying this to point my finger at the police or any other agencies. To be honest with you, it starts in the home. And a lot of what we're seeing currently has to do with these children not receiving proper parental guidance.